towards Taehyung and saw how happy he is. His heart is already broken into millions of pieces. He noticed she is no longer his happy angel who used to be delightful, happy. Her eyes hold a coldness, she looks distant. He saw hate in her eyes. Once again, door opened, revealing a beautiful lady. Everyone looked towards the door and glanced at the woman who entered inside. Taehyung, wow, beautiful lady, what a surprise, Era. Era, Tae, the king of flood, you didn't even change a little bit. Taehyung laughed and Ryan was standing looking towards him with a questionable gaze. He understood her concern. Meet Jungkook's fiancée. She is Kim Era. She is one of our old classmates too. Era, Taehyung and Jungkook were batchmates in the college era. Ryan's heart broke, but she didn't let them know. Ryan's point of view. He already moved on. How cruel, Jungkook. You were never satisfied with one woman's love. You already moved on and look, I'm still struggling. The worst feeling in the world is when you can't love anyone else because your heart still belongs to the one who broke it. Era came inside and stood next to Jungkook. She leaned towards his arm. Ryan looked towards his arm and then towards her. He was already looking towards her, but she ignored him. She rolled her eyes, looking in the other direction. Hi beautiful auntie, I'm Jungwoo. Era, hi cutie, Jungwoo. Meet my Amma and Appa, pointed towards Taehyung and Ryan. Ryan bowed a little and smiled. Era reciprocated. Gentleman, you are handsome. She ruffled his soft hair. Jungkook shyly smiled. Tae, after all, he is my son, Era. Ryan glanced toward Jungkook, but Jungkook was looking towards Jungwoo. Jungkook's point of view. Why my heart is at ease when I look towards him. Ryan already moved on from me and had a baby with Taehyung. My heart is not ready to accept this at all. Should I give up? They are really looking like a happy family. Jungwoo is cute. I wish he was my son. Jungkook smiled looking at Jungwoo. Era, Tae, Ryan and handsome gentleman Jungwoo, you are invited for my party. It's an official party for my company. We got a big deal and it's a party for announcement of our marriage date too. She looked towards Jungkook and smiled shyly. Ryan's heart broke. She looked towards Jungkook with a glossy eyes. Ryan's point of view. I have only one heart. And how many times will you break it? It's time to let him go and his memories. Let's end this chapter from my life. He was a part of beautiful chapter of my life. Tae, oh wow, we would love to be part of that party. Era nodded her head. Jungkook saw Ryan's glossy eyes and his heart broke, but he ignored that feeling for better. Jk, okay now we will take a leave for now. Let's meet in the party. Taehyung hugged them and Jungkook bent down at the height of Jungwoo. Jk, champ, can you please hug me for once? Jungwoo nodded his head and hugged Jungkook. Jungkook closed his eyes at ease. Jungkook point of view. Why it feels so good? His mom feels so comforting. Champ, I wish you were born as my son. I love you baby Jungwoo. Just grow up nicely. Saw them. Look at the father hugging his son for the first time. Tears welled up in her eyes. She controlled her. Ryan's point of view. Jungkook, you are hugging your own blood and flesh. I wish I could tell you that he is yours, but you don't deserve to know. Just be happy with your present. Ryan's point of view. Even though I wish to curse you, I can't even say good or bad about you. Why are you so blind? You never saw my love. Whatever. Leave my mind. Stop torturing my heart. Jungkook glanced towards Ryan and left with Era. Taehyung, Ryan and Jungwoo entered inside the party venue. Taehyung was wearing a black tuxedo, looking hot yet cute. Ryan wore a red gown which has a diamond work on it. She put a minimal makeup on her skin. She was looking like a goddess. Jungwoo wasn't Taehyung's arm. He was wearing a cute tiny tuxedo. He was looking like a mini version of Jungkook, a cute bunny. Came towards them and greeted them. Era, hi handsome, to Jungwoo. She looked Jungwoo in her arms and kissed her chest. I never saw such a handsome man in this world till today. Jungwoo smiled shyly. Jungkook came there. He looked towards Ryan and saw her smiling, looking towards Jungwoo. He was lost in her beauty. Jk's point of view. Love, you have become more beautiful with the time. Just perfect, but not mine. Sad chuckle. Jungkook, look, you and Jungwoo wore matching clothes, even though he looks like a mini version of you. Ryan's eye widened and Jungkook chuckled, looking took Jungkook more in his arm. Jk, yes, champ, you're looking more handsome than me. Let's go and explore the party venue. Jungkook wanted to spend more time with Jungwoo. He loves his company. Jk, Taehyung and Ryan, please be at the ease and enjoy the party with us. They smile and nod his head. Jungwoo, Amma, can I go with the uncle? Ryan, yes baby, but be a good boy and please don't bother uncle. Jungwoo, Amma, just chill. I'm 3 now. I'm grown up. Everyone laughed. Jungwoo held Jungkook's hand and went with him. Era, Tae and Ryan, let's have some drink. Ryan, Era, sorry but I don't drink alcohol. Era, no problem. Let's have some juice. Yes, Ryan, you can drink juice here, but I'll drink soju. Ryan, then who will drive for us? Tae, babe, no matter how much alcohol I drink, it doesn't work on me. So chill. Ryan just rolled her eyes to drag Ryan and Era to a drink bar. Jk, Jungwoo, what do you want to drink? Jungwoo, where is the banana milk uncle? I want a banana milk. Jk, oh yes, I have some limited stock of banana milk and I don't like to share my banana milk with anyone, but I'll definitely do with you. Jungwoo giggled. Jk, by the way, why do you love banana milk so much? Jungwoo, I don't know, but Amma says my appa also loves banana milk and I got his habit of drinking banana milk. Jungkook's hand stopped for a second, but then he asked, Jk, but as long as I know Tae don't like banana milk, then Jungwoo, yes, and he likes strawberry milk. Jk, but he is your father then. Does Tae also like to drink banana milk nowadays? Jungwoo, no uncle, he is not my father. Jungkook's eye widened and a bottle of banana milk dropped from his hand. Jk, what? He is not your father, then who is? Amma says he lives far away from us. Jk, do you know where he lives? Have you seen him? Jungwoo, no, I don't know, but Amma says I look like my appa. He has a blue eyes and bunny smile. My appa is the handsome man that my Amma ever saw in her life. Jungkook's point of view. He's 3. Does that mean by any chance he is mine, my son? But if he's my son, then why didn't tell me this? I lost the most prestigious moment of my life just because of you, Ryan. Jungkook came there with a Jungwoo. Jk, Tae, enjoying the party? Tae, yeah. It's amazing. Ryan, excuse me. She went towards the washroom hurriedly as she can feel his piercing gaze, which made her uncomfortable. Jungkook saw towards her and said, Jk, Taehyung, I'll be back. Just want to finish my business. Taehyung smiled and nodded his head and made Jungwoo sit on his lap. Jungkook entered inside the washroom and saw Ryan was standing in front of the wash basin and her eyes were closed. He locked the door from inside. Ryan opened her eyes. After listening to the door close sound, she saw Jungkook was the one who locked the door. She hurriedly collected her purse and was about to escape from the washroom, but he firmly held her hand. Ryan, Mr. Jeon, please let me go. Jk, Mr. Jeon, seriously Ryan, drop your act. By the way, long time no see. Ryan closed her eyes, feeling its touch on her skin. It felt an eternity, but with a frustration she said, Ryan, please Mr. Jeon. Jk, do you really not recognize me, or you are acting like you don't recognize me? Come on Ryan, I'm Jungkook. Once we loved each other like a crazy, we were lovers. Ryan, Mr. Jeon, I don't know you. I'm not interested in your talk. Jk, Jungwoo, I'm his father, right? Ryan's eye widened in shock and she looked towards him and gulped. Jk, why Ryan? Just why? I'm his father. Don't I have right to know? expression on her face. He found out, but how? Jungkook, you broke me completely, but not again. Please let me live happily. In the past, I had no one by my side, but now I'm a mother. Mother of our child. In past, you were selfish and left us with a hesitation, but now everything is going to be fine in my life. Why you came back, my child? My Jungwoo suffered just because of you. She was in her bubble when she saw someone approaching them. Taehyung, can we talk for a while? It's important. Jungkook asked the question while gazing towards Ryan with a furious eye. Ryan looked towards him with a cold eyes. Before Taehyung answered his question, Era interpreted them. Hello everyone, let's dance and enjoy the party. Jungkook would just close his eyes in anger, but he controlled himself. He did not want to create any kind of scene there. Running their hand, Era's party. They went towards a dance floor. Soft romantic music was playing. Taehyung pulled Ryan towards him. Jungkook retreated, stepped in jealousy. Era looked towards him in confusion, but pulled him on the dance floor. Everyone was dancing joyfully with their partner, but some of them were humming the lyrics of the song. Some people were dancing up to dedicating the song to someone else. Ryan looked around at the people. She felt a sharp pair of eyes on her. She knew who it could be, but still she decided to ignore it. Tae was blabbering something in her ears, but she was unable to listen because something was already going on in her mind. She was just nodding her head. Whatever happened today should not happen. I'll have to be more careful. The dance bets were changing and it was time to change the partner for the next dance step. Taehyung swirled her towards Jungkook and Jungkook did the same for Era. Now Ryan was in Jungkook's arm. She looked up towards Jungkook and while in her eyes, the light focus was already on them. Shall we dance, Chawayan? She nodded as I took her hand and swirled her into my arms. We fell in a step, letting the rhythm control our movements. All the scenery, people around us dissolved. It was her and I alone. Her emerald's eyes were glistening, and here I lost in her eyes. She was staring in my eyes. Uncomfortable feelings surged over my body. My fingers tingled in delight. My hand brushed across her cheek. My body was acting on its own. No child could hold me back from my pure paradise. I drew her close to my chest. I should wrap her arms around my neck. She is my happiness, my happy place, my home. She began to withdraw her hand to brush away her hair, but my hand clutched onto her. I carefully laid her thin hands on my shoulder. A delicate chapter locked behind her ear, and her emerald was widened. But I smiled, looking at her eyes glistening with the tears. Jungkook, don't do this. I don't want to fall for you again. Let me go. Let's stop here. Never. I can't let you go. I have already made the mistake for waiting away once again. Please, love, stay with me. She lowered her gaze. She didn't want to let him know her weak side. She still weak for him. She set her head on my shoulder. We continued to dance, the lost in the music to her. Time passed as I felt move in the steps for the foot rocks. She thought her head up and slippingly opened her eyes. I wrapped my arms around her waist, held her tight. Our lips were just a few inches apart as I was about to kiss her, but clapping sound of the equal in our ears. She backed up and lowered her gaze. They are just perfect and cute though. Yeah, I wish everything between them is a peace is made between them. Everyone will be happy and we can also unite. We are already one, you Dumbo. It's just we are trying to fix the relationship. Wow, and Jungkook, you both danced very well. For some time I felt that you two were a really couple. Jungkook genuinely smiled looking towards Ryan. Everyone congratulated them. Jungkook thanked them on the behalf of Ryan too. She just wanted to cry. Behind the closed door, Jungwoo was sleeping in her parents' house, so she thought she can cry here alone in her house. She was frustrated, sad, and disappointed because of herself. She was disappointed because she can't let him close to her and gave him a chance to hurt her and weaken her. She was angry at his presence still affects her. She is still the same today she was a few years ago with the same feeling for him. She thought she forgot him and she hates him, but the fact was she has suppressed her feelings till today. She had forgotten them, but after seeing him today and being closer to him again, she understood that she still loves him same. She sighed, looking at her. He handed her the glass of water kept on the dining table. Here, she drank the water. Thank you. What happened, Ryan? Before today, I have never seen you like this in real last 3 years. Did something go wrong today? Did someone misbehave with you or said something wrong to you? She shook her head. Then what happened? Nothing. Okay, but today I want to ask you just one question. It's up to you. If you want to answer, then please answer me. Who is the father of Jungkook? Mine's eye widened and she gulped hardly. Jay, why? Why are you still asking it? Just answer me, Ryan, please. Please stay. I don't want to answer, please. And why you don't want to answer? When your son grows up enough to understand this world, he will definitely ask you who is his real father. Even then, you will just remain silent. Don't he have the right to know the truth? For him, you will be his only father in the future, so I don't think he will ever question it. He has every right to know the truth. It's okay if you don't tell me. I will find out the truth myself. But why do you need to know the truth? The chapter which I have left from my life, I don't want to think about it, nor I do want to open it again. Well, now I'm thinking of moving on with you. I'm not going to return to Jungkook's father. He just silently listening to her. She was crying, looking down. I don't want to create more mess in my life. I had enough for him. I don't want to let him know about Jungkook. I don't want to love him. They please help me to fall for you. Ryan, love can't be forced. You still have feelings for him, don't you? Still, I will not let him know. I will never let him know about Jungkook. Then can we live our life happily, you, me, and baby Jungkook? Jungkook's father and your ex-boyfriend is none other than my best friend Jeon Jungkook. Am I right? Taehyung and Ryan met Era before going to home after saying goodbye to her and then left the venue. Era saw Jungkook was continuously drinking alcohol. He would always drink limitlessly when he is sad. Era sighed and walked towards him. Era, what's happened to you, Jungkook? Jungkook looked towards her with a drunken eyes and ignored her. Come on, Jungkook, answer me. Go away. I'm not in a mood. Jungkookie, come on. I'm your childhood bestie. Please let me know what's wrong bothering you. You can't help me in this matter and you can't do anything about it. What has happened in which I can't help you? Wait. Is that thing about your ex-girlfriend? Did you find her? She sighed and nodded her head. Jungkook and Era are best friends from childhood. Both of them completed their studies in the same school. Even both of them completed their business degrees together. Both of them have always been together because they belong to the billionaire family. Both of them fight with each other like dog and cat, but still they always stand by each other. For him, she is just like his sister. For her, he is her brother. They never developed romantic feelings towards each other. But considering their closeness, add something else. Their families decided to marry them. Both of them tried many times to deny this relationship. They had not kept any secret between each other since the beginning. Era knows about Jungkook's relationship, but he never disclosed stop it. I think that there has been a misunderstanding between both of you. Go talk with her, and you deserve her love. No one else can love her like as you, passionately as you do. It hurts. It hurts a lot when my son calls someone else Appa. She is getting married to another man. Wait, Jungkook, don't tell me she's lying. Yes, she is, and Jungwoo is my son. That's why I felt like he looks like you. His actions are like yours. He seems like your mini version. He's cute bunny like his Appa. He's handsome like his Appa. He is. Jungkook, I feel there is something that we don't know. Jungkook, I truly feel that there must have been some reason behind it. She also suffered like you, the way you suffered. It's difficult to raise a son alone in this generation. She must have struggled a lot for all this alone. Yeah, but now why she's getting married to Taehyung? She already moved on from me. Don't lose hope, Jungkook. Let's go and talk with her. She won't talk with me. She said she contacted me in past, but I never received any message or phone call from her. What? This means something which is we don't know till then. Let's go. Mr. Park might help us. No, I already had someone for that, and we will get the information about my old phone number by tomorrow morning. Mine and Jungkook are both of them crying, remembering the sweet memories of past. Jungkook was full drunk. His phone rang. Sir, you are right. Someone was behind your breakup, and that someone is present in your family. Jungkook's eyes darkened. Tiring party night. Jungkook directly went to his office instead of going home. There were many things going on in his mind which was not allowing him to remain calm. He was lost in his thought the whole night. He directly came to his office after the party. He wanted to know the truth. He was lost in his thought. Just then at the time, man came there. Man, sir, after you went to America, all the recordings of your phone calls, messages and important data are captured in this chip. As soon as Jungkook heard his voice, he immediately stood up. He hurriedly took the chip in his hand and connected to his laptop. He was anxiously waiting the chip's data to show him all the information. Whatever he saw on the screen of his laptop, after watching, his mind was blown away. He had lost his senses. He clenched his fist tightly. He took his laptop in his hand and walked out of there. Jeon Jungkook was 19 years old back then. He was studying in high school. He used to be a shy and introvert guy. He didn't have many friends at that time. He didn't like talking to people much. He used to live alone and liked to remain busy in his own work. He was very intelligent and was also very fond of making paintings. He was born in rich family, but he never showed his rich status. He could afford any expensive thing in the world, but he still liked to remain simple. He was not fond of expensive things, expensive food, expensive cars, fame and wealth. After the school, he used to go to the riverbank and making paintings. He felt relaxing sitting on the riverbank. When he used to go to paint in the evening, a girl came to feed birds sitting on the riverbank every day. After feeding them, she used to talk with them in a baby tone. He used to laugh a lot after listening her talking with birds. That girl would look at him and then turn her face and go away. This used to happen every day. Slowly, gradually, he used to make the painting of the girl while feeding birds. She even used to feed other animals like stray cats and dogs. He thought, despite being so young, she knew how to be a perfect man. He gradually started liking the girl. The girl also used to come to the school uniform. She was a teenage girl. She has a beautiful eyes with a pleasant smile on her face. She has a long jet black hair. Always used to tie a cute messy ponytail. She has a bright honey skin. One day the girl was going home after feeding the birds. Then she saw that boy was making picture of her. And the girl was none other than Chawayan. She directly marched towards him. She snatched that picture and was about to draw, but he spoke. How many pictures will you draw? I have such many pictures of you. How can you draw my picture without asking me, "What's your name? I will file a complaint against you right now." But Jungkook didn't utter a word. He kept his silence. She was angry, but she saw the name tag on his uniform. "So you are Jeon, Jungkook. Don't worry, cops will teach you a good lesson." "I'm sorry, miss, but I like the way you feed the birds. That's why I made your pictures. I was not making your picture with any dirty intentions." And how can I believe this? I'm really not a bad person. If you want, you can befriend me and trust me. She thought he was some kind of mental. So she picked up her bag and was about to leave from there. Every day she saw Jungkook sitting there and he was busy making her pictures. After feeding birds, he used to try to talk to her. "After meeting you, I came to know that all girls are not same. Some girls are very nice like you, and I'm sure you are the only one who will ruin my heart and will rule over it." All the girls he had met till then wanted to live with him only because of his money or because of luxury, fame, and wanted to use his name. But Chawayan was different for him. No one doubt, he is handsome and girls were attracted towards him because of his beauty, but she didn't even look at it. 6 months had passed. He wanted to befriend her, but she used to ignore him. But he didn't give up. He used to initiate the conversation, but she used to keep silent. But she also fell for him. He used to make her laugh with his cute acts. He used to sing, dance for her. One day he was not approaching her and she saw he was crying, looking down, so she went towards him. "Jungkook, what happened? Why are you crying?" Jungkook looked towards her and hugged her tightly. Wayan's soul left her body. "Jungkook, my cat died." "What?" "Yes, she left me. I don't have any friends, but she was my only friend, but she also left me." "Huh? You are not alone, Jungkook." She softly patted his back to calm him down. "I have no one. She used to listen to me, even she was just a cat, but she never left my side." Wayan felt his pain. She closed her eyes and raised her hairs. "Okay, let's befriend each other. I'm Chawayan, and nice to meet you, Jungkook." Jungkook chuckled, with the red eyes and strained cheeks. "Are you sure? Once I have befriended you, I will never let you go away from me." "I'm sure. Then good. Carrot, nice to meet you. I'm Jeon, Jungkook." They both giggle and talk about many things. Jungkook and Wayan were used to study in different high school, and Wayan was 2 years younger than Jungkook. Both of them used to spend a lot of time with each other in these evenings, understanding each other and each other's things. In very short time, they had become very close to each other. Jungkook hadn't told her about he belongs to a rich family. He wanted to show that he had money, made something big on his own, and then he wanted to tell about his family to her. On the other hand, Wayan's father had just started a new business which was currently in a struggling phase. Jungkook confessed his feelings to Wayan, and Wayan also loved him, so they started to date each other. Jungkook finished his high school and went in a big university which was far away from the Seoul. Despite being away from each other, they used to talk on the phone. It was a long-distance relationship. Even the being away from each other, that affection, understanding and love remained intact between them. When Wayan completed her high school, she went to study business in another city just because that they could not meet each other for 4 years. After 4 years, they celebrated together at Jungkook's graduation. She stayed there in Jungkook's apartment for a month. They were her summer holidays in her university, so she was able to spend much time with him. They were a perfect couple. He often asked Wayan to meet his friends, but she refused every time because she wanted more and more time with Jungkook. She missed him. She craved for him for past 4 years. Everything was perfect between them. A dreamy couple. Jungkook promised her that he will marry her after he got his desired job. She was extremely happy with him. He fulfilled her every dream and desires. He used to buy some gifts with his own money. He was working in Jeon Corporation as an associate employee. Before he took over the company, he wanted to become a perfect in his work. Flashback ends. Jungkook rushed towards his grandpa's office. He pushed the door in anger and went inside. Jungkook is currently working as a CEO in Jeon Corporation and his grandfather, John Haniol, working as a chairman. He was sitting in a wheelchair. His assistant was standing there. "Why, Grandpa? Why you did that?" "What did I do, Jungkook? When I moved to America, you switched off my old phone number after me. Whenever I asked you about her, you told me that neither nor you received any call from her. She had to meet you." His grandfather was calm and silent. He didn't react. "Why did you keep lying me again and again? You also lied that she is married and has a son. You also lied that she had taken money from you in order to not reveal our relationship with the world. You said she was a greedy woman, but the truth was something else. Why did you break her own grandson's heart into pieces? Why did you betray me? I always thought that you always think good about me. I have no intentions of believing your words, but I still almost believe every one those." She sent me her pregnancy news. So see a picture of a Jungwoo in her womb. Read all this message about how much she missed me. Jungkook was crying badly in front of him. His grandfather also cried silently. You know, because of you, I could not see my son coming into this world. When he breathed for the first time, learned to speak for the first time, learned to walk for first time, saw this world for the first time, I was not there with him. I was also not there to hold him. I was not there in his hard time. Whenever he needed his appa, my child suffered alone just because of you. And about YN, she also suffered alone just because of me. She needed me the most when I was not there with her. My love, I'm sorry, but I'm not worthy of your love. Jungkook groaned and banged the table hardly. Why are you silent, Grandpa? Why did you do this to me? Just why? You broke my family. I hate you, Grandpa. Jungkook grandpa cried more after listening to him. Jungkook son, listen first me. What, please remain to listen. I am leaving. He reached the door and about to let when he spoke. Your appa told me. Jungkook didn't look back, just stood there blank. Don't lie, Grandpa. Don't bring my dead appa in your lie. First listen to everything, then decide you want, then you can leave me forever. Everyone has right to explain themselves, so in the same way, I'm giving a chance to explain yourself. Thanks, son. Back then when you were just 6, your amma died in the accident. Your appa, it was difficult for me to handle your father. After your mother's death, your father used to drink alcohol and do drugs for the forget his grief and started taking different types of intoxicants. I tried hard to get rid of his addiction in every possible way, but every day he would just cry and cry. I tried every hard to make him understand that your wife has left behind a beautiful gift, your son, which you have to take care of. He had resigned from the company and spent the whole day just drinking and taking drugs. I was so heartbroken. After seeing my son destroying his life, I almost forced him for the second marriage, but he denied. He said he does not want to give his place of any other woman in his life. Now he wants to focus all his attention on his son. I was happy that he was now coming out of his broken state. He wanted to live for you, but luck did not favor him. He had developed a lung cancer due to taking all kinds of accidents like drugs, drinking and smoking. I wanted to get him treated by the best doctor. But by the way, time came to know that about his illness, it was too late. Cancer reached to stage 4. You have just found that you are a father. You can imagine my pain. I had seen my son was dying in agony in front of my own eyes. He wanted to do everything possible for you to keep you happy. He wanted to love you so much that you would never feel the absence of your mother. But something else was written in a fate. When he was in his deathbed, he told me to take care of his son in every way and protect him from everything. I really didn't know that the girl was pregnant at that time. If I knew, I would tell you at that time. I switch off your phone, just keep it aside to protect you from your enemies. You know how many enemies we mafias have. So many of them are after our lives. Mr. Jeon cried badly now. Your mother was murdered by our enemies. I kept your phone switched off just to protect you, so that none of your information reaches them. Jungkook was crying hardly, looking down. Forgive me, Grandpa. I'm a worse son, father, and boyfriend, and even worse human. I had many bad things to you. Please forgive me if possible. In the past few years, that girl who is your girlfriend was spying on you, and your information was reaching to some people. Today after when the entire investigation completed, I came to know that it was all why. She is innocent. I'm sorry, Jungkook. I'm sorry, please forgive your old man. Jungkook was crying badly, hugging his grandpa. Grandpa, please don't cry. It's just that I'm unlucky. Stop, son. Just go and tell her truth. And now, no need to know her. Tell her she is going to marry my best friend. He was way more better than he, and he even loved my Jungwoo as his own son. Jungkook smiled in pain. His grandpa just ruffled his hair, shaking his head. Now she hates me and she will never forgive me, Jungkook painfully whispered. No, son, you deserve the world. Just go and tell her, and my great-grandson also need to know who is his real father. How will I face her? I'm ashamed of myself. I hurt my love, Grandpa. Don't cry, son. It's my fault. I'll beg for her forgiveness. Let's go. Grandpa, let me go first. I know I don't deserve her forgiveness, but still I will ask her to forgive me. I will not force her to come back to me. His grandfather nodded his head and patted his head.